You're listening to an Airwave Media Podcast.
Hi everybody and welcome to Who Did What Now, the history podcast that's not your history class. Bittisode, the bits of history that don't quite fit anywhere else. That was smooth, wasn't it? Oh, nice and smooth. With your host, Katie Charlwood, birthday gal and reader of books. Yeah, I'm milking this birthday thing. Stop mentioning your birthday, Katie. No, it's in a couple days and I'm gonna keep mentioning it. Don't forget, rate and review 5 stars. It's my birthday, be nice to me. I want to thank everybody for rating and reviewing on Apple Podcasts. It is so good, it means so much, you have no idea. But I'm gonna tell you about this. And don't forget, if you want to see what I'm up to for my birthday, feel free to follow me on Instagram. Everything's going to be up there. I'm going to post on Instagram at the minute. Who Did What Now Pod, all one word, all lowercase. Link is in the description down below. Basically, because of the time of year, TikTok, trying to share on that right now, there's no space for growth, there's no space to do anything really, so I'm going to post to Instagram for a wee bit while I'm doing that. So if you want to see what I'm up to for my birthday, you can absolutely do that. So it is Bittisode time. So I am going to talk about something. So this is kind of history, kind of legend. So yeah. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking quite your jibber jabber. In fact you, I will. But first we got to get our source on. Today our sources are Hartlepool.co.uk and historicuk.com. We're going to talk about the hanging of the Hartlepool monkey. So basically, during the Napoleonic Wars, which is, Napoleon, the Napoleonic Wars, they basically ran from May 18th, 1803 to November 20th, 1815. Oh, my birthday. So Napoleon I pits the French Empire against its allies. Effectively, France was working, so the French Republic / French Empire, whichever, they were sort of working with Austria, Denmark, Norway, Iran, Prussia, Russia and Spain. And it was kind of fighting what's known as the coalition forces. And let me just try and run down this massive fucking list. Okay. So the Napoleonic Wars effectively included the United Kingdom, the Holy Roman Empire, Austria, Prussia, Russia, Spain, Sweden, Portugal, Baden, Bavaria, Brunswick, Hanover, Hungary, Liechtenstein, Montenegro, Nassau? Okay. The Netherlands, the Ottoman Empire, the Papal States, Iran, Sardinia, Saxony, Sicily, Switzerland, Tuscany, Württemberg, Denmark, Norway, and France, obviously. So, French Republic, the French Empire, okay. So there's 7 wars. There's wars of coalitions and peninsulas and everything else. But anyway, we're not going to get into that right now. So during the Napoleonic Wars, Britain knows it's happening, England knows it's happening, and the coastal town of Hartlepool knows it's happening. So on the horizon, they notice that a French ship is sinking off the Hartlepool coast. Naturally, the entire town is what the actual fuck? That's weird. That's suspicious. So they're shit, are we gonna get raided or invaded or attacked by the French? Well, petit croissant. Are they gonna make us eat the croissant? We don't want croissant. No, they don't want to eat a croissant. Anyway, the wreckage of the ship appears on the shore. So being, the best at sea, the fishermen are keeping an eye because they're genuinely worried because there's a storm going on and eventually, but it gets beaten and battered by the sea and it gets wrecked, effectively. And basically the wreckage gets washed upon the shore. So the people of Hartlepool, they run down towards it. So the general consensus at the time was there was a massive fear of the possibility of French infiltrators and spies and being invaded by foreigners. So when the wreckage shows up on the beach, they run down, to make sure there's no danger because they have to protect their country. So when they come upon the wreck, they find one single solitary survivor, the captain's pet monkey, dressed in a French military-style uniform. And you're thinking, okay, they've found a monkey in an adorable outfit. Well, okay, yeah, it does not end well. The legend goes that, because of the satirical cartoons and imagery that was released, and the sort of propaganda of the era, that the French were generally drawn as monkey-like creatures with claws and tails. And because Hartlepool is so far away from France,
being a part of a royal family might seem enticing, but more often than not, it comes at the expense of everything else, like your freedom, your privacy, and sometimes even your head. Wondery's new podcast, Even the Royals, pulls back the curtain on royal families, past and present, from all over the world, to show you the darker side of what it means to be royalty. From icons like Grace Kelly, Oscar-winning actress turned Princess of Monaco, who the world saw as the ultimate good girl. She mastered playing a happy wife and mother, but beneath it all, she was desperately lonely. Grace spent her whole life working towards perfection, and it ultimately cost her her happiness. Or King Ludwig II from Bavaria. He was only 18 when his father died, leaving the crown to him and a duty to rule that he never wanted. He refused to lead, and used the funds from the royal treasury to further his extreme love of opera. But this choice eventually cost him the crown and his life. Follow Even the Royals on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can binge Even the Royals ad-free right now on Wondery Plus.
That they would have no idea what a Frenchman looked like, and as such, when they saw the monkey in his uniform, that they automatically assumed that the monkey in a miniature military uniform was not only a Frenchman, a human Frenchman, but also a French spy. So they conduct a beach-based trial with the fishermen questioning the monkey. Now, surprisingly enough, because it's a fucking monkey, it can actually answer any of the questions asked of it. So because the monkey could neither confirm nor deny, because it couldn't speak English or any human language, because it's a fucking monkey, it couldn't answer any of the court's questions. It could not answer any of this beach tribunal's questions. And so the monkey was found guilty and was sentenced to hang by the neck until dead. So there's two versions of the legend. One says that they dragged him into the town square. Another says, to be hung. And another says he is to be hung from a ship's mast. Either way, they fashion a wee noose, they put it around the monkey's neck, and then they execute a monkey for being a French spy. I mean, okay, there's a lot to unwrap here, but considering the monkey was in uniform, military uniform, can you really accuse them of being a spy? Because the military uniform of your enemy is not exactly inconspicuous attire. That being said, because of this legend, the people of Hartlepool are affectionately known as monkey hangers. However, if you can hear the cat crying in the background, he's only doing it for attention. He's had enough treats for the day, thank you. So, there is the possibility that the people of the coastal town of Hartlepool were genuinely convinced that a monkey in cosplay was in fact a French spy. Or perhaps this is a story that's sort of lost in translation a wee bit. Warning, this is about to get a wee bit dark. Okay, because there's a possibility that it wasn't an actual monkey that they hung, but a powder monkey. What's a powder monkey, Katie? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'll tell you. So way back in the day, wee boys, small boys, they were employed by warships to prime the cannons with gunpowder. And these wee boys, they were known collectively as powder monkeys. I did warn you it was dark. This kind of leaves us with two kind of gruesome tales, one more horrible than the other. So either the locals of Hartlepool came across a monkey in a military uniform and were so ignorant to what a foreign person would look like that they were convinced an actual monkey was a spy and decided to hang him. Or the people of Hartlepool came across a small boy in the wreckage of a French ship and were so afraid of being invaded that they murdered a small boy because he could not answer their questions as he couldn't speak any English. And between, one area to the next, and over time the story becomes legend because people are ashamed at the fact that they killed a child. All we know is that the legend of the hanged monkey in Hartlepool has lasted for over 200 years. If you liked my retelling of this story, feel free to rate and review 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Yeah, that was unpleasant at the very least. I mean, that is either funny and horrific or just plain horrific regardless, but I had to share that one with you. How could I not share that with you? That's just like one of the weirdest things. But now that I have shared this weird story with you, don't forget you can follow me on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok on Who Did What Now Pod, and then Who Did What Now PD on Twitter. Links are in the show notes down below. And I shall chat to you next time. Adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, my friends. Bye-bye.